Alright, I want to keep this one short. I know I always say that, but I don't want to ramble for 10 minutes, so try to get it all out there real quick. Alright, I want to start with saying that I have been performing the cardinal sin of playing with AI. I know people don't like to see AI slop in games, but the fact of the matter is nobody's going to pay an artist to do things for prototypes and demos and stuff. Also, when people say hire a real artist, bitch, I am the real artist, okay? It is possible to take your own artwork and use AI to do things like modify it or animate it or colorize it. There are some things AI does really well and do so well that it doesn't make sense to pay someone to do them when they're trivial things. Now the animation bit, I mean, it's getting scary good. And I wouldn't like to see a lot of AI slop used in games to pad out the animation and create scenes and stuff that, yes, talented artists are going to do so much better than AI. Because if everybody was using AI to generate assets for games, we would see a lot of generic looking stuff in our games, and nobody wants to see that. I mean, quality does take a dip, even though AI can do some things really well. When you start using the prompts to generate actual images rather than using it to modify images you provide it, you end up with a lot of stuff that looks very similar. This is why you can look at some of the cartoons people are putting on social media these days, and you can tell instantly it was generated with AI. It's because, it doesn't matter how you prompt it. They're all trained on so much of the same material that the output is going to be this mishmash of all of the things it's been trained on, and there's no individual style. But when you use your own artwork and you feed it to an AI and have it make the eyes bigger or, change the flesh tones so that they look like whatever, AI does these things really well. So when an artist uses AI responsibly, like a artist might use Photoshop, then I think there is a certain use case where AI isn't a bad thing. Especially if you are a solo developer who doesn't have a lot of time to dedicate to just the art. I mean, if you're a designer, a coder, an engine programmer, and a game art, artist, I guess you could say, then yeah, you don't want to spend a lot of time on creating assets. It's bad enough that you're going to have to probably find somebody to do something. I mean, you can be a decent artist or musician, but good luck being both. And I mean, if you are both and you're still a programmer, well, you're like a really rare breed, because that's just so uncommon. But at the same time, if you're doing a small indie game, yeah, you might say, well, don't take work away from the, the artists that I see people saying should be hired, the artists who are saying hire an artist because blah, blah, blah. I look at their work and I'm like, I wouldn't pay you for that shit. I mean, the thing is, AI can be abused. We see it going on right now on social media where people are taking pictures of women and putting them in bikinis and stuff, and without consent, that's pretty gross. But, I mean, at the same time, you also see some of those same women putting their own pictures on there and using it to make themselves look prettier or thinner or whatever. So, you can argue this or that side for AI. I think ultimately it's like any other tool. It's how you use it. And if you use it as a crutch, you're basically depriving yourself of the opportunity of improving your own skills. It's like vibe coders. A lot of people are developing actual applications and selling them, and they never even touch the line of code because they don't know how. They develop the entire application through vibe code. This is not a safe practice. This is not a formula for winning software. I am developing Fuselage mostly by myself. I do use AI a lot to help me debug. I do also have a lot of questions about Vulkan that, yes, I could look it up in the book or I can Google it, but you know what? AI gives me the answer straight away. Sometimes I tell it what I'm trying to do, and while I want it to explain the functions and how to use them, it actually generates code that I don't ask for. AI is getting scary good, and I don't think this argument of oh, well, don't use AI because, this or that ethical reason. I mean, those reasons, they might have the arguments against them might have their place. There might be times when ethics is more important, but it's also a tool that a lot of people can benefit from if they apply it properly. So that's basically what I'm trying to say, is that lately I have been exploring some artwork stuff with it. Nothing that I would use in a game, but it is inspiring some ideas. Particularly lately, I'm finding that you can upload images and create 3D models from it, which could be extremely useful if you have a large body of artwork, which I do, and you don't want to hire somebody to make 3D models out of it. Now, I'm mostly a 2D developer anyways, but there are some things I would like to do, and tools like that could be extremely useful. On another note, I have been toying with the idea of actually working on a game, not with Fuselage, because I have ideas for a 3D game. So I was thinking I might step into the whole Godot ecosystem and give that a try. Put together a prototype, see what I think. Of course, any project I take on takes away time from other projects like Fuselage and the Dungeons of Daggereth port. And I don't like to take too much time away from any project, because if I spend too much time away from something, it's really hard for me to get back into, which is what I'm experiencing right now with Fuselage. I do sit down to work on it, but I can't do it very long because that whole momentum I had going on last year has kind of been lost. But I am getting back into things, and I don't want to sit here and put a timeline on when you'll see some actual progress. I'm the kind of person, I might sit down one day and knock out a whole bunch of crap, and then go 3 weeks without touching it. Or I might work on it steady for a week, doing a little bit each day, which is how I would prefer to work. But then I get distracted with this other project, and then I get hyperfixated on it, and it's a back and forth thing. Here lately, the project I'm working on is not even development related at all. I'm kind of doing the whole exploring different types of pizza crust thing, because I've been making pizzas for a long time. I love making pizzas. I don't eat a lot of it because I try to avoid carbs, but I got on this kick lately of trying to make like high hydration pizza crusts, and starting to play with the idea of doing sourdough pizza crusts. And so I got on this kick where I'm doing a lot of cooking, and sometimes it's just experimental cooking, and it takes time away from other things I'd rather be doing, like, well, maybe not rather doing, because I really like eating. But anyway, point is, I am working on things. I don't want to announce anything too much. I will say this, though. Progress in Fuselage, it's coming well, but it's not where I expected, because I have ended up rewriting some stuff, and I'm actually going back and going to rewrite some other things. But the benefit of having done that is results that I'm very pleased with. I'll say that. Hopefully, I will show you what I'm working on here soon. It's the same stuff I've been working on. The text layer's done. I'm working on the input handler, which it handles input. Need to do some profiling and compare it against Raylib and some other things. See how I like it. Need to find a way I can make a reliable test for that. Anyway, so there's stuff in the works, and initial steps for the sprite and tile layers in Vulkan are looking good. I don't want to get into the details of it, but I will say that I'll save that for later. Anyway, that's all I really have. Hope this didn't run too long. Trying to keep them short, like I say. Always say that, never do. So I'm gonna end this video, and then I'm gonna go make some pizza. I suggest you play some games, drink some beer, and make a pizza. Put some sausage on it. Have a good one.